Question number 33. The above image shows the formation of image with an optical instrument. So here the object is at a distance of 10 centimeter and image is formed on the same side at 20 centimeter, and the incident rays are diverted or diverged. Now A, identify the optical instrument shown schematically as a rectangle in the image. B, what type of image is formed in this case? C, based on the measurements given in the image, calculate the value of the focal length of the instrument. Answer 33. So here this diagram is shown here. This is an object. This is the image formed at 10 centimeter. The object is placed at 20 centimeter. Here is some instrument, optical instrument, maybe lens or whatever it is, that we have to identify. So the first A part is identify this instrument. What kind of instrument is this? So you see, the ray which is parallel to the principal axis from the object is being diverted or it is diverged. So, and this optical center se to straight jati hai, whatever kind of optical instrument is this, it is not going to deviate. But in this case, it is being diverted. That means diversion. So the lens is a diverging lens. So diverging lens means it is concave lens, or you can say diverging lens. So first part, identify the optical instrument is concave lens. Second, the nature of the image formed. So what is the nature of this image? Just see, this is the real ray which is being diverted here. This is the real ray which is going undivided in the second side. These are being diverted or diverged, so they won't meet anywhere, but they appear to meet somewhere here. Means here the rays are not actually meeting, but they are appearing to meet. That's why the image is virtual image. Virtual image. So second part is also clear, that since the rays are not going to meet actually, but they will appear to meet at this point, and they are actually appearing to meet here this way. That's why the image formed is virtual image. And the third part, C, is according to the given information that the distance of the image is 10 centimeter given here, and the distance of the object is. So here U is minus 20 centimeter, V equals to minus 10 centimeter, and we have to find the F. So according to lens formula, क्या होता है? 1 by F equals to 1 by V minus 1 by U. So here it is 1 upon minus 10 minus 1 upon minus 20. So here we will get minus 1 by 10 plus 1 by 20. So here 1 by F equals to minus 2 plus 1 by 20, that is minus 1 by 20. So F equals to minus 20 centimeter. That means the focal length of this lens, so this lens is a concave lens, and here the object is at 20 centimeter, image at 10 centimeter, and the focal length is again 20 centimeter here. Just see. एक बार फिर से देखेंगे. We have to identify the optical instrument. So this is the object. The rays are parallel rays. We are being diverted or diverged. So it is a diverging lens. So concave lens. Secondly, this ray which is through optical center, it goes undeviated. So these are being diverged. So they are not going to meet, but they will appear to meet somewhere here, and they are just appearing to meet here, and the image is virtual image because they are not actually meeting. The rays are not actually meeting, but they are appearing to meet. So now the image is virtual image, and the object distance is 20 centimeter, image distance is 10 centimeter. So here u is minus 20, v is minus 10, and we have to find the f. So according to lens formula, 1 by f is equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u. So putting the values, v minus 1 by minus 10, u minus of minus 20, and that is equal to minus 1 by 10 plus 1 by 20, minus minus plus becomes, and taking LCM we will get minus 2 plus 1 by 20, that is minus 1 by 20. So f equals to minus 20. So this way the answer or the question is correctly answered. Question number 34A part. Find out the following in the electric circuit given in the figure. And in figure we have 8-volt battery connected with 4 ohm resistance between point A and B, and then ammeter A1 is connected and to C, and from C to D these two 8 ohm resistors are connected in parallel, and from D to E a voltmeter A2 is connected and then connected through key to the battery 8 volt. Now first part, effective resistance of two 8 ohm resistors in the combination, and second, current flowing through the 4 ohm resistor. Now answer 34A. Here we have 8 volt battery, and this is point A connected with 4 ohm resistor, the point B, and through this an ammeter A1 is connected here. So this is the positive terminal of the battery, so here has to be positive, correct? Otherwise the deflection will be in the reverse direction, and so it cannot be obtained. C, from C we have two resistors of 8 ohm each. This is 8 ohm, this is also 8 ohm. And now they are connected further to ammeter A2. So here will be which terminal? No, not negative. Just see, this is positive, correct. Then again this has to be positive. वो हमेशा positive रहना है बेटे. So here negative, and then this will connect it to this, and now here the key. So this is A, B, C, this is D, and this is the E point. Correct? Now the question is, we have to find effective resistance of the 2 ohm resistors in the combination. So this, let us say this is R1, R2, R3. So let us say this is R1, this is R2, and this is R3. So the first part, R1 and R2 are in कौन सा कॉम्बिनेशन है? यहाँ से क्या हो रहा है, इधर भी जा सकते हैं, इधर भी जा सकते हैं। ऑप्शन शुरू, जब कभी ऑप्शन शुरू हो जाती है तो देन वी हैव पैरेलल कॉम्बिनेशन। इन पैरेलल कॉम्बिनेशन, so therefore 1 by Rp will be equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2, that is 1 by 8 plus 1 by 8, that is 2 by 8. So Rp equals to 8 by 2, that is 4 ohm resistance. And now the equivalent circuit will become 4 ohm. Here ammeter A1, here it is 4 ohm. Here ammeter A2, and then here the battery of 8 volt. So this is Rp, R parallel. Now second part is current flowing through the 4 ohm resistor. So here we have to find the current I. That means here. Now this R3 and R parallel, second part. We have to find current I. So here this R3 and R parallel are in which combination? Series, correct. So here R3, that means 4 ohm resistance, which he is just talking about, and Rp are in series. Therefore, R series to R3 plus Rp, that is 4 plus 4 equals to 8 ohm. Now current I, because this is becoming like this. This is 8 ohm, and the current will become V by R, that is 8 upon R series, you can say. This is the R series. So that is 8, that is 1 ampere. So the current through the 4 ohm resistor will be 1 ampere, and through this and through this will be just half of that, 0.5 ampere. It is not asked over here, but you can just tell that the current we can just find out, that will be, if suppose it is also asked, मैं exact आगे की एग्जाम्पल बता रहा हूँ, कहीं पूछ ले तो इसमें कितना होगा, हाफ, क्योंकि आई इक्वल है तो इक्वल जाने से वो इक्वल डिवाइड हो जाएगा. अगर डिफरेंट है देन यू हैव टू फाइंड द पोटेंशियल ड्रॉप हियर एंड देन यू कैन जस्ट फाइंड आउट. सो हियर एक बार फिर से दोबारा देखेंगे, ये कनेक्टेड इस तरह से, यहाँ पर दोनों इधर हैं, तो उससे पहले पूछा है कि कंबाइंड रेजिस्टेंस, इक्विवेलेंट रेजिस्टेंस ऑफ दीज टू 8 ohms का बताना है. तो हियर R1 and R2, let us mark it as R1 and this R2. So they are connected in parallel combination. So parallel combination 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2, that is 1 by 8 plus 1 by 8, that is 2 by 8. So रेसिप्रोकल कर दें तो Rp इक्वल टू 8 by 2, that is 4 ohm. पहला पार्ट क्लियर हो गया. इसका इक्विवेलेंट अगर हमें सर्किट डायग्राम बनाओ तो ये बन जाएगा, क्योंकि मुझे अगला पार्ट निकालना है करंट थ्रू द 4 ohm रेजिस्टेंस. जब तक मैं इसको पूरा करंट पूरा रेजिस्टेंस नहीं निकालूंगा सर्किट का, हमें करंट नहीं मिल पाएगी. तो दैट मीन्स here R3, that means this 4 ohm which is he is talking about, and the R parallel are in series. Therefore R series will be equal to R3 plus Rp, that is 4 plus 4, that is 8 ohm. And finally circuit will become this. So I will be equal to V by Rs, that is 8 by 8, that is 1 ampere. That means the current here will be 1 ampere, and then 0.5 ampere will pass through here, and 0.5 will be passed through here, and then finally this. The reading of A1 and A2 will remain same. अगर सवाल को here question पूछ दे कि what is the reading of A1 and A2, so it will be the same, that is 1 ampere each. Question number 34b. Study the circuit and find out first current in 12 ohm resistor, second difference in the readings of ammeter A1 and A2 if any. The circuit is 6 volt battery connected with two 20 ohm resistors in parallel and then connected in series to ammeter A1, which is further connected with 12 ohm resistor to ammeter A2 in series and then key and then to 6 volt battery. Question number 34b. Here the first part is current in 12 ohm resistor. Current in 12 ohm resistor. Suppose this is R1, this is R2 and this is R3. To find the resistance current in R1, we need first the total resistance in the circuit. So here if we start from here, so this R2 and R3 are in कौन से combination में है? Sir, here one option, the another option, and it finishes over here. So they are in parallel combination. Are in parallel combination. Therefore, 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R3 plus 1 by R2, that is 1 by 24 plus 1 by 24, that is 2 by 24, that is 1 by 12. And so Rp equals to 12 ohm. Now we can draw equivalent circuit as here 12 ohm, then A1, then 12 ohm, and here P A2, and this way. So here it is Rp and this is R1 and this is 6 volt. Now these two are in series. Now R1 and Rp are in series. Therefore, R series equals to R1 plus Rp, that is 12 plus 12, that is 24 ohm. Therefore, now finally the circuit becomes (24 ohm). So what will be the current? So the current is V upon R total or R series, that means 6 upon 24, that is 1 by 4, that is 0.25 ampere. So the current in 12 ohm resistor, that means whatever current is passing here, that will be divided here and divided here, and finally here again sum. So the current will be 0.25. So the current through the R1 will be 0.25 ampere. So the current through 12 ohm resistor will be is equals to 0.25 ampere. And the second part is difference in the readings of ammeter A1 and A2, if any. Now see, these ammeter A1 and A2 are connected in series. So whatever current will be here, half of the 0.25 will be here and half of the 0.25. Why half? Because they are identical. And then they will combine. So here it will be 0.25. Here already 0.25 we have calculated, and that will pass through this 0.25. So once they are in series, so current in both will be same. You can answer without calculating that the reading of A1 and A2 will remain same because they are in the same path. So whenever there is one path, same path is there, current remains same. So second part is the readings of A1 and A2 are same, that is 0.25 ampere each. एक बार फिर से देखते हैं. This is the circuit. Here the 24 ohm, 24 ohm two resistors are there. It is connected with the ammeter A1. Then resistance 12 ohm is connected in series here, and then again A2 is connected over here, and this battery is 6 ohm. Then they have asked them how much current is passing through the 12 ohm resistance, means R1. Let us say it is R1. So first of all we have to find net equivalent resistance of the circuit. For that we have to solve these two first. Since they are in parallel, so this R1, R3 and R2 are in parallel. So 1 by Rp equal to 1 by R3 plus 1 by R2, that is 1 by 24 plus 1 by 24, that is 2 by 24, that is 1 by 12. So Rp is equal to 12 ohm. Now equivalent circuit will become here, this becomes 12, then A1, then 12, and then A2, and then 6 volt battery. So here we see they are in series combination. So R1 and Rp are in series, therefore R series will be equal to R1 plus Rp, that is 12 plus 12, that is 24. So this is the total resistance of the circuit, that is 24, and now current will be V by total resistance Rs, that is 6 by 24, that is 1 by 4, that is 0.25 ampere. So that means current through the circuit will remain 0.25 ampere. That means through 12 ohm resistor it is 0.25 ampere. And the second part is, what is the difference between the readings of the A1 and A2? The reading of A1 will be 0.25 here as well as the 0.25 here. So their readings of A1 and A2 will remain same, that is 0.25 ampere each.